Today's lesson is on fudge brownies. This is a very simple, easy recipe. It's not out of the box. It's made from scratch, but these are awesome brownies. I think you'll really enjoy them. First of all, you need to get a 1/4 cup of margarine. So what you can do with margarine butter, and I always use butter, I like butter better, is get 4 tablespoons. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4 tablespoons. So, and you can just cut it right on the line and cut clear through, and that will be your 1/4 cup. And I guess really first things first is to set the oven, and this oven needs to preheat to 350. So I'm going to put mine on 350, and the time is 20 or so minutes. And so my oven is preheating, and then things that you need to measure. It says 1 package or 6 ounces of chocolate chips. If you measure this out, 6 ounces comes to 1 cup. So I'm just going to put a cup of chocolate chips into the 1 cup measure, and so you can get 2 cups out of a 12-ounce package of chocolate chips. So put that in a bowl. You need 3/4 cup of sugar. My measuring set has a 3/4 cup. If you don't have a 3/4 cup, then you need to measure a 1/2 cup and a 1/4 cup. That's the easiest method to measure this. And I forgot my straight edge spatula. So you'll have to make sure you have one of those with you while you're at the ingredient table. So there's the sugar. Put that away. And then you need 2/3 cup of flour. My measuring set has a 2/3 cup measure in it. So if you don't have that, then you need to measure 1/3 cup 2 times. So there's 2/3 cup. Fill it to overflowing. Take your straight edge spatula and gently cut across it, and then level it out. You put that in a separate bowl. My lid. Move some of this out of the way. Okay. The next thing you need is a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, and that's with your measuring spoons. So please take note of all the equipment that I'm using, because you need to write that down. You need to be prepared. There's a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. You are going to need a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Baking powder happens to be your leavening agent. It's what makes things rise. Cut through that. Put that in a separate bowl. And you need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to measure the salt over another container, because salt likes to pour pretty easily. That was exact. Okay, so move those out of the way. Okay, so your ingredient person will get all of those ingredients from the table, and then the next step, the oven is preheating, and it says to grease a square pan. Brownies like to bake in square pans. So I grease, and it says the bottom only. You don't want to grease the sides. So I take wax paper, and I'm going to use Crisco. It's a solid shortening. And you can see I fold this over my hand like this, and then I fold this side in, tuck it down with my thumb, fold this side in, tuck it down with my thumb. My fingers are covered, and I can dip in the can and grease just the bottom. We'll go up the side, so you need to be very careful when you do this. So this way, when the brownies are done, when you're done mixing the brownies, they're going to be ready to go in the pan. And that's all you have to do to prepare the pan. So somebody can be getting this ready while somebody is measuring the ingredients. Alright, so we have that done. Now it says heat margarine in 1 package of chocolate chips, or 1 cup, in a saucepan over low heat. So here's my saucepan. I'm going to put the butter or margarine in there, and the chocolate chips, and I'm going to turn it on about 3. This is something you don't want to heat the chocolate chips too high. They will burn, and they don't taste good after they burn. So we'll stir this as this is melting, and then we'll go on to the rest of the recipe.